Hello, my name is Bryce Tubbs. With me today is Drake Trione, and he is an entrepreneur, coach, veteran, community leader, and he is specializing in fitness and habit coaching for individuals 50 and over. I cannot wait to dive into this conversation. Thank you so much for coming on the show today, Jake.
Thanks, Bryce, for having me. I'm excited to be a part of it, share a little information, hopefully impact some people.
Oh, you're welcome. I cannot wait. But before we go any further, for those watching, if you're watching this from anywhere outside of our free community, I just want to personally invite you inside. It's taken a very, very, very long time to cultivate such a positive, like-minded group of people who want to see each other succeed. So if that's what you've been missing in these times we're in, come and join us by clicking the link either above or below the video. Love to have you in there. Now, Jake, what was life like before you got into, coaching and fitness, and what was the catalyst that brought you into the space?
For me, in the long run, fitness has been a leader in my life. So fitness has led me to a lot of really good things. It was my medicine when I was a child. It was a way for me to escape. It was something I could control, and that helped me to feel better, to empower me to get stronger, to be able to take a little bit of that ownership into what I was doing every day and see that I was capable. And that's one of the things that matters a lot to me with fitness is I'm showing my clients, I'm showing those people I work with that they're much more capable than maybe they ever gave themselves credit. So for me, I think fitness really kind of guided me early on playing sports. I wasn't always the best, but I really loved the training aspect of it. I truly liked the grind. I liked the hard work. And that really, I think, showed me how much you could apply this in a consistent day-to-day life. And there's so many benefits for it. So many physiological benefits. There's so many psychological benefits. There's so much that we don't take into consideration with a good, solid fitness routine. And I think that's what kind of led me through all of it, joining the military. That was something I had to do early on. I had to be good at fitness, obviously, to go through boot camp. I had to have, my own fitness in order. I had to be able to get through that challenging process. I was a cutter rescue swimmer early on in my career. So I had to be able to prove myself in the water amongst, a lot of people who were kind of in distress, and being able to help them and support them. That helped me also to propel myself as a leader amongst those inside my actual units, when I went to different units. And then as I moved up in my career in the military, fitness was always a part of who I was. It was one of my collateral duties to train those that I actually worked with, to rehab them, teach them healthy habits, help them with their nutrition, help them with staying in the service if they were dealing with injury or the weight problems if they couldn't meet the body composition requirements for military service. So it was always a part of that plan for me. And then around 28 years old, I was about 10 years in the military. And it basically came to a point where I didn't truly feel like I was fulfilled. I was really fulfilling my mission on earth to push and really help and support those people at the level I wanted to. And that was hard because I had been active duty for so long. I had reached a pretty high level of success coming, from where I came from as a child, struggling childhood, and getting to where I got. I had to really sit down and dig deep, and I'm a man of faith. So, God had a huge hand in me getting to this position. And I think really it showed that fitness and healthy living and a balance and structured lifestyle that is leading to your values is so much a need right now, and so much a need in so many people's lives. And age has nothing to do with it. At 28, when I first started getting in the civilian world and coaching others, it really showed me, wow. And I started, and most of my clients were over the age of 65, and most of them had never put through their thoughts, never put through their habits or their own mindset or their own wants or goals or needs to the level I had, just because I think a lot of it was to do that. I'm so energetic and so driven and so passionate, and I was always trying to find that next level, or how to find peace in my life and how to find balance. And fitness was a big part of that. So it just kind of went from there. And at 28, I just went all in. That's kind of what my program is called right now. My online program for mentorship and coaching is called All In, because that's the only way to live. I don't believe that you can live life without being all in. And I'm not saying that you just direct and work 80 hours a week or whatever else. I've been there and done that, still kind of do that, but it's for a much higher purpose than a paycheck, or a much higher purpose of trying to get prestige or trying to, build my name. I'm serving my clients to the deepest and most passionate and most connected level that you possibly can. And that's what my gym's all about. That's what I do now. And that's really where fitness has brought me, is to be connected and all in and a very passionate human being. So it's really saved my life in many levels.
Here's a weird question based on the last sentence you said, because I had a couple questions in my mind, but the 80-hour week work week, how do you have energy to do that? Can you talk maybe
Um,
about how?
so in 20, like I said, whenever I was 28, so that was around 2012, I started working full-time training, basically about 30 hours a week while I was full-time in the Coast Guard. And so I was working with about 10 to 20 clients at a time at a local gym, and some outside of the local gym consistently all the way until 2017 when I left active duty. I bootstrapped out of my pocket, me and my partner, the current gym that we own, because I was working and saving all of that money to start the gym once I left active duty. And I walked away from active duty after 13 and a half years of service. I stayed in the reserve, so I'm still serving in the U.S. Coast Guard Reserve. But it was truly because God called me to this. In 2012, I kind of started that transition to figure out what I really wanted to do with my passion and my purpose. And fitness was that. And I learned that it was much more than just trying to teach people macros and exercises and trying to get them to sweat and to feel like they worked out. It was more about getting them connected with themselves and what truly healed them and their ability to maintain and manifest, like you just said, that energy. That's where that energy comes from. It's from my clients. It comes from that passion that I see and I feel every time I work with them. I've been here since 5 a.m. this morning. Woke up at 4:30. I trained 2 sessions already this morning with 5 people. So that type of passion only comes from a purpose higher than yourself. I always realize, for me, I'm a servant, right? So my overall energy is derived from those that I work with and those that I'm able to impact on a consistent basis. If it's just driven from my own personal wants, goals, or needs, I'm not as good. I'm just not. I can't manifest the energy and the passion the same. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I think you have to be kind of selfish with your time from time to time. I call it being strategically selfish. That's what I call it with some of my coaches. But I think that's where the energy comes from. Those 80-hour weeks were because I knew I had a higher passion, and I've been working on what I have here since 2011, 2012, and it's been nonstop for me for going on over 8 years now. And that's not a joke saying 80 hours a week. When I first opened this gym, I was working I was in here probably 16 hours a day, between cleaning and planning and marketing and making videos and just coaching, everything, trying to get going and grind.
Man, that's respect, man. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's crazy. I think for those watching, if nothing else, that right there, wow, that's crazy, man.
That
'Cause you
energy
always
has
do
to
it.
come, yeah, from outside of you. I think that's where people say, find your purpose, find your passion. That's where I mean, I'm just so dedicated to this client base. I'm so dedicated to these people that need me because, especially the 50 plus population, they are discounted on every level. Ageism is a real thing.
Mhm.
It's just like sexism, just like racism, just like everything else. When you specifically look at someone's age and you judge them based off of that, that puts them in a box, and that's not fair. At every level, we have to look outside of the box for every human being that walks in front of us. I tell all my coaches, I tell everybody I work with, start with love. What would you expect from someone that you love, and give that person in front of you back that same respect, coming from a place of love, not a place of fear or a place of doubt or a place of judgment.
Yes. Let me ask you a question. So, is it that you don't get tired, or I'm trying to just kind of picture that in my mind so I can start, becoming more of like that. Is it that, like, at the end of the day, do you feel tired, or is it more like the passion literally just keeps giving you more and more energy, and then you just sleep? What is that like?
Yeah, so one of the things I talk about consistently, it's one thing to be tired and exhausted from just giving it your all and putting everything that you have, letting your
Okay.
heart just lay out on the field, and then do what you can to recover, rather than being sick and tired from just being sick and tired. I'd rather be tired because I gave it my all rather than being bored and distracted. And I feel
Okay.
like so many people in this world are bored and distracted, but I have strategic things. I mean, I work out consistently. I'm staying hydrated. I eat a healthy meal. I get at least 6 hours of sleep every night. I try to get 8 when I can. I get massage once a week. Meditation is a big part of my life. I do cold showers. I mean, everything. I consistently have a routine that I maintain and that I try to protect my energy, right? I know where it needs to go. I know fulfills me most. And what fulfills me most is serving others. And I do take a break, and I definitely get tired, and I definitely get fatigued, but I've built a team around me too. That was one of the things I did early on, is I started, more or less recruiting people to say, hey, here's my dream. I don't want to do it alone. I need your support. I need your guidance. I need your help. We're going to change the world. And I believe that that's important.
Okay. That's cool. Okay. Wow. There's a lot to that. Let me ask you this question. So, if someone's watching, maybe they feel stuck and they're ready to kind of make that transformation in their life, but they just, don't really know who to go to, don't really know who to really trust with that, because that is a big deal. Where can they maybe go to connect with you or learn more about you, or maybe just talk to you to see how you can help them?
Yeah, so I own Tri Fitness Gym, www.trifitnessgym.com. You can see on my shirt here, it says on Stronger Together, right? That's the whole thing for us. We're always stronger together. And so you can find me there for my gym. I also have a personal coaching program that I take select few amount of clients, and that's at www.triaffect.com, and that's TRIAFFECT.com. And the thing I think I would really encourage people to do is look for somebody who's done it. Look for somebody who's walked away from the comfort, walked away from, where they were having a steady and comfortable paycheck, but they were unhappy and they were just discontented with their life, to actually follow the purpose and the passion that's in their heart. And if you don't have a purpose or passion, don't just go quitting your job. Like, don't do that. Like, go and try to discover that inner you, those things that fulfill you, and those things that actually make you inspired and driven and have that energy to work that 83-hour week, and really look back on it and know that every single bit of it was worthy. Every single time I put my head on the pillow at night, I know that I did something that day that made a difference in this world. And that's something that you can't take away from me. And that's something that really, peace of mind to me, is basically the highest level of value and the highest level of worth that you can pull out of your day. And that's what I seek every day, is to build enough peace of mind through my work and through my effort and through my connection and coaching. LinkedIn as well, you can hit me up. Facebook, I'm at Jake Trione Fitness Professional. I also have the Tribe Fitness Gym page as well. But yeah, the ultimate goal, like I said, is to dig deeper into yourself. The journey starts within. That's a big thing that I tell a lot of people. You're not going to find it externally. Your answers are going to be internal. But there are ways and there are processes of getting deeper into that. And you want to speed that process up. That's why you get a coach. I've had a coach since, there's a guy, Todd Durkin. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he's one of the top fitness coaches in the entire United States. In 2013, I paid well above what I thought I, understood, to go out and for 3.5 days in San Diego, and just was around people who were way above me. And these people own gyms already, and they had been, professionals for years and written books and all this thing. And I was just, little old me coming out of, active duty military to have a dream to be a fitness professional, a fitness coach. And it was inspiring. It was inspiring to be around those people and to really make it whole in my mind, to feel it and to see it and to know that it was a possibility. And that's what I would say coaches do for people. They help them to see that it is real and that it is possible. And with specific steps and specific actions, you can get to whatever level it is that you're seeking.
Nice. Thanks for your time today. I really appreciate this conversation and being able to get to know you a little bit better.
Definitely. Thanks. I appreciate it, Bryce.
You're welcome. For those that are watching, we thoroughly hope that you're finding some value out of this thus far. Just like you said, we're stronger together. That's really why we built this community, because, in these kind of disconnected times we're in, oftentimes we're around people in our lives that are not really supporting our dreams or supporting our visions. So it really is important to get around people who are on a similar journey and who have similar goals to you. So if, you've been struggling with finding a great support system, come and join us by clicking the link either above or below the video. Join us in our community right now. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this as much as we enjoyed creating this. Feel free to hit the share button so other people can get some great value as well. Have a great day. We will talk to you soon. We'll see you in the next episode. We're done recording in 3 and 2 and 1.
Peace.